Hey everyone. Today we're going to try to understand the different types of Claude models. Why? Because you're probably using Claude wrong. I know that I was. Not because you don't know how to prompt. Okay? A lot of us already know how to do these things. But because you might not understand what Claude actually is. There isn't just one Claude model. There are multiple AI systems. They're built for completely different workloads. And right now, you might be waiting 20 seconds for a response that should only take 2 seconds. Or you're paying for deeper reasoning when you only need a lightweight model because you picked the wrong one. Most people think these are just versions. They're not. They represent different trade-offs: speed, compute, latency, reasoning depth, and inference cost. And once you understand how these systems actually work, you start using AI very differently. So in this video, we're going to break down what Claude models actually are, why multiple models exist, what extended thinking really does, and why tokens and context windows matter so much. Okay, let's do a quick model overview. Haiku is the fastest model, best for lightweight tasks, quick responses, and lower compute usage. Sonnet is the balanced model. It's got strong reasoning, good speed, and probably the best general purpose option for most users. Opus is the deep reasoning model, better for complex analysis, advanced workflows, and multi-step reasoning. And extended thinking adds additional reasoning cycles, allowing the model to spend more compute working through difficult problems. Everything in this video comes down to trade-offs. So let's talk about what a model is. First, we need to clear up one major misunderstanding. Claude.ai is the interface. Anthropic is the company. But the models themselves are the actual AI systems generating the responses. When you switch between Haiku, Sonnet, or Opus, you are not changing a setting. You're changing the underlying model handling the request. Different compute requirements, different reasoning capabilities, different latency, different operational goals. A model is not a personality. It's not a theme or a mode. A model is an actual AI system. Let's talk about why multiple models exist. So why not just build one massive model that does everything? Here's why. Because AI inference is expensive. It's really extremely expensive. Every single response requires GPU computation, memory allocation, token processing, and inference time. And larger reasoning systems require dramatically more compute power. This creates unavoidable trade-offs. Fast modes usually use less compute power. They respond quickly and process requests more efficiently. But they sacrifice reasoning depth. Meanwhile, larger reasoning models, they can analyze more deeply, maintain stronger contextual understanding, generate better abstractions, and handle more complex logic. But they also consume more compute. They increase latency and cost more to operate. This is why the multiple models exist. Different workloads require different systems. And honestly, this is very similar to just traditional computing. Why wouldn't you use the same infrastructure for a lightweight website, a gaming engine, or an enterprise scientific simulation? Because they all require different types of infrastructure. AI models work the same way. So let's start off by talking about Haiku. Haiku trades reasoning depth for speed. That's the deal, folks. You get extremely fast responses with much lower compute usage. This makes Haiku extremely useful for summarization, classification, lightweight automation, quick chat interactions, and simple workflows. But Haiku is not designed for deep analytical reasoning. It can absolutely perform useful work, but it's optimized for efficiency first. Now, we move on to Sonnet. And honestly, for most people, most of the time, Sonnet is probably the correct model. Sonnet is where AI starts becoming significantly more capable without becoming unnecessarily slow or expensive on usage. It balances strong reasoning, good response speeds, and practical efficiency extremely well. Here's the practical difference. Haiku might identify surface level issues. Sonnet starts understanding relationships. It traces problem through multiple layers. It connects systems together. That's the difference between Haiku and Sonnet. Now we move into Opus. This is where the model becomes much more reasoning focused. Opus is designed for deeper abstraction, more advanced contextual understanding, and stronger multi-step analysis. You'll often notice Opus, it responds slower, structures information a bit more carefully, and produces more nuanced outputs. That's not just random. That's additional computation happening during inference. This is where larger models become powerful for systems analysis, architectural planning, research analysis, and complex reasoning tasks. But again, here's the trade-off. More reasoning means more latency, more tokens, and heavier compute usage. Let's talk about extended thinking. Now we get to probably the most misunderstood feature in Claude. Extended thinking. And this is where things become really interesting. Most people imagine AI working like this. You put a prompt in, you get an answer out instantly. But advanced reasoning systems often perform internal reasoning steps before generating the final response. Extended thinking allows the model to spend more compute working through the problem. Here's what's actually happening. Normal inference is like asking someone a question and having them answer immediately. Extended thinking is like giving them a notebook and allowing them to work through the problems. First, the model may decompose the problem, evaluate multiple approaches, identify contradictions, simulate outcomes internally, and refine reasoning paths before it responds. And that additional reasoning can dramatically improve output quality. This is especially good for complex analysis, coding, strategy, architecture, logic, and multi-step reasoning. But there's a cost. Remember, more thinking means more inference cycles, more processing time, and a lot more latency. The model is literally performing more computational work. This is one of the biggest shifts happening in AI right now. We're moving beyond simple text generation into systems that are capable of increasingly sophisticated reasoning workflows. Now, let's talk about tokens, because tokens are one of the most important concepts in modern AI. And I'll be quite honest with you, very few people explain this properly. I've watched dozens of videos, and the usage and tokens, they're mixed up with tons of other concepts. A token is essentially a chunk of text the model processes. Follow me. Not exactly a word, but close enough for a simplified explanation. Every single message, every response you put in, documents, instructions, and conversational history, all of this is what consumes to tokens. And all of those tokens accumulate inside the model's context window. The context window is basically the active working memory available during inference. As conversations become much longer, the model has to process large amounts of context. That will increase the compute usage, the latency, and the reasoning complexity. But here's where things become important. More context is not automatically just better. Let me give you a real-world example. Let's say you've been in the same conversation for hours. You've asked Claude 50 different questions. Now, the model may be processing thousands and thousands of tokens of historical context, while also is trying to answer your new question. Any older instructions can interfere with newer ones. Keep that in mind. Maybe earlier in the conversation you said something like, be concise about pizza. Then you went in and now suddenly you want some kind of a deep analysis on something. The model may struggle to prioritize conflicting context. So long chats don't just become slower. They can become worse. Lower focus, lower quality reasoning, causing more confusion. And this is why advanced users often start fresh conversations regularly. Not because they're disorganized, because it's operationally smarter. This is also why efficient prompting, context management, and choosing the right model can matter so much. The future of AI isn't just learning prompts. It's understanding the systems you're interacting with. It's about understanding reasoning, tokens, context, latency, and compute trade-offs. All of this is becoming increasingly important because these models are evolving far beyond simple chatbots. So, here's the practical framework. Next time you open Claude, before you type your prompt, ask yourself, do I need speed or do I need reasoning? If it's speed, Haiku. If it's everyday work, Sonnet. If it's complex analysis, Opus. And if you're solving difficult reasoning problems, then you're going to want to go for extended thinking. That one decision alone can dramatically improve response quality, your workflow efficiency, the latency, and the cost. So which Claude model do you use the most? I know that I use all of them, depending on the situations, just like we discussed. Have you noticed any differences in how they reason? I know I have. That's why I created this video. Drop it in the comments. If you have any other comments regarding any other topic related to Claude models, I would love to hear about it, guys. Good luck selecting your model. And remember to always use the right model to keep your token usage in check and to get the best results. Thank you so much.